We are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. Holy shit, we made it 200 episodes. But what's going on, everyone? We are live. We finally got them on. We got the hermano Jocay in the building. What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Aquí, you already know, man. Chilling, just taking it day by day. You know. Still under
Hey,
the
there
weather,
you go.
but.
No, same. Unfortunately, again, it's that time of year too. That it's just like no matter what, unfortunately, you're gonna end up getting something. Gonna catch a little bit of the sniffles. Gonna catch something, but hey, we're pushing through. We're pushing through.
Yes, sir.
But I'm glad to finally have you on, Hermano, especially for this. It's episode 200, so why not have the Hermano finally on here?
Yeah,
Because we got lots
first things,
to talk.
felicidades, man, on 200.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Truly appreciate it. But let's get into it. Let's start talking here. As again, you know the name of the show. You heard it there. Respect the craft. So
Yeah.
for you, for a Jocay, what when you hear that term, when you hear the craft, what does that mean to you?
Respect the craft. I mean, it's pretty much showing hard work, dedication to the one specific, whichever craft it is you choose. Showing respect to those that were before you, your peers, etc. Um, yeah, I guess that's about it.
Gotcha. No, that works. Hey, again, it's whatever it means when you just hear that. When you hear the craft, when you hear that, it's all encompassing there. So
Yes,
so
sir.
perfect. So let's get into that. Let's start getting into you finding your craft, finding what it is that made you decide not only you're a fan of this business we love here, professional wrestling. What was it that made you decide there has to be something more? There has to be something that I can do to be in the business here.
So, it's funny. It's like as a fan, like obviously, when we're younger, we always want to be involved in the business somehow. We want to be wrestlers and whatnot. For me, it just never worked out that way to be in the ring. Actually, obviously, growing up, there weren't many schools in the area, and then the word that ones that were super expensive, and it's just like I don't come from a rich family, so but nah, man. As time went on, it was just one of those things where I even as a fan, I never actually like I wasn't trying to get in the business, which is weird,
I
right?
got you. Got you.
It just happened. As time went on, obviously the whole gift thing happened around 2014, 15, and that blew up, obviously. And it got mad love from workers, not promoters, but the workers loved it. And eventually, you had guys like, in my case, Sammy Callahan, who were like big fucking followers and supporters of that stuff. And they were like, yo, we need to put this into the business somehow. And around 2017 or so, he was like, "Yo, taking the book over at CZW, watch on my team, blah blah blah," and it basically was like me creating my own job. Like I wasn't taking nobody's spot. I wasn't doing anything. I basically created my own job, and opportunity came, and just started from there.
No, and it's funny because that is the biggest thing that I feel like people don't notice that you made that. There's a reason they call you the gift god. It was something of just finding a niche that people didn't know existed or could exist in this business.
Yeah,
Using something that now, again, a tool that I feel like now has been almost just exploited at this point of social media.
yeah,
At this point now, everyone wants to try to find that gift, find that video, find this. But there was a time where it was so almost like, hey, what's a GIF? What's a GIF? Because I know that debate was still there.
yeah.
So for you though, when you find now, because I can imagine that transition though. How is that for you? Because it's one of those of just watching like stream and stuff like that, being able to find those spots. So then you're now doing it at an actual show. How is that for you?
I mean, it was weird because like transitioning like from just doing it on stream was one thing. Obviously, comfort your own home, just
Yeah.
whatever. And then next thing you know, I'm at a show being told, yeah, I want you to go with your phone ringside and start filming stuff. And keep in mind, like I said, the first show I did was CZW.
Yeah.
So this is also a time where CZW fans were still like the shows were super packed and the
Yeah.
crowds were more hectic. This is like towards the end of that. And yeah, I remember the first time, man, just being told, "Yeah, you're gonna go ringside, do your thing, cool, cool." Then there's like hundreds of fans, and they're all screaming at you to get out of ringside and put your phone away. but but no, man, it's definitely something cool now. Now it's one of those things where it's like, fuck, how would I explain it, man? Damn. It's
It's you know what it is. It's funny because it's that great thing, and now it's become almost second nature that it's
yeah,
hard to like explain.
yeah.
The
It's funny because like
it's
when
just
you hear a show, they'd be like, "Oh, you're here. Okay, cool. It's gonna be a dope show then." It's like, all right, I show up, I do my thing, cool. Yeah, I like it, cool. If I don't like it, I mean, I tried. So,
hey, that's how it is. But here we go. We got the love already in the chat. We got the sis Nye pop in here.
nah, it
It's
was
Hope
good.
Guy. Much love, family. Hey, thank you, sis, for tuning in. We got the bro. We got Skills the Great in the chat. What's going on, bro? And then we got the big boofer. We got Desmond Cole in the building. Appreciate my boy Hokai.
Yeah,
And we got
Desmond,
the love for Hokai in the building. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Desmond, my brother, I miss you, dude. Hope you're well, man.
Oh, he's doing big things too. I think
I
it's
see
this
that.
weekend. He's wrestling. He's wrestling Ortiz, so I should be fire. Finally, it's happening.
Fire.
Finally. So that's gonna be fun to see. But now let's talk about that though, because again, one thing of doing it off a stream, being able to download clips, do it from the comfort there. How is it for you finding your shot, finding that now the spot is happening in front of you, finding that it's like, okay, now it's. I remember someone wanted me, and I'll break it here. Fuck it, what it is, what it is. This is why I got the admonition on episode 200. Someone wanted me to do that. I
Yeah,
won't name names. I won't say things.
you can
But
tell me
someone wanted
afterwards.
me. Yeah. Someone wanted me to do that. And I'm like, I don't think I can do that. Like at that point, I was still young in the business too. And I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, I don't know how. He grabs it and just knows when to be ready to take that shot. So
honestly,
how was that process for you?
it's you know what it is. It's like I read body language pretty well, I guess.
Okay.
Because like one of my favorite things to do is always like obviously I watch or before obviously once life came around I watched way too much wrestling even for my own well-being. And
Got you.
it gets to a point where you watch somebody so many times to the point where okay, you know what they're. It's like I already know their next move before they can even do it, so I
Got
can
you.
picture what they're gonna go for. I can already see it. It's like all right, we're gonna shoot this, blah blah blah. Got it. Okay, next. So I guess that's what it is.
Got you. No,
Yeah,
and again, seeing that, and again, like I said, to me, seeing the moments you've captured and just what it becomes, and you see the reaction, the love here shows it has become its own thing. There's a
yeah,
reason the gift God was created. It's like, yo, once he's there, that's it. That reaction, it's like, oh, that's it. He's gonna find the clip. Like everyone knows, it's like, yo, if he's here, he's gonna catch when I do the dopest shit. Like it's already known.
yeah.
So let's talk about that though. Finding again creating that opportunity for you, creating that niche, and then seeing the reaction. How was that for you? How was that just seeing that people do value the asset that you are for the business? How was that for you?
I mean, it means a lot, man. Like I always say this, like I don't consider myself anything special. I'm just a normal person who loves this business and obviously wants to see it grow. But like every time I get the reaction from people in the back, they'll be like, "Yo, thank you for doing this. I appreciate you getting this for me." Or they'll even come up to me before a show like, "Yo, I'm gonna try this. I want you to get it." Blah blah blah. And it's like, it's definitely humbling. Like it means a lot, honestly.
Gotcha. Oh, there you go. Here we go. We got Auntie Lala in the building. What's going on, Auntie?
Auntie,
Much love
like,
there. Look at it.
that's not my auntie. That's my fucking sister right there. Man. I love Lala.
I'll call her Auntie. I'll call her Auntie out of
Lala,
respect there.
yo, whether it's at shows or on the road with her, like it's always a great time with her. Lala, I love
Bro,
you. Can't wait to see you soon.
definitely. No, I've been the mix of her. She's having some love life issues right now, so I'm in the middle of all that.
So
So
it's
yeah,
funny 'cause I told her at Magic at the last Magic because she asked me like, "Yo," because I'm barely on social media as it is sometimes, like unless I'm posting stuff, right, for shows and shit. And I
got
told her
you.
like, every time I open up, I see what's going on between her, Wolf, and her man and everything. And I'm like, this is the only thing that keeps me entertained at this point. Like honestly,
Yo, it's the best novela to ever hit wrestling. That's it.
oh dude,
It's
it's
just it's
a vast novella, 100%, man.
there's so many twists and turns. I love it. But shout out to Auntie. Love you. Thank you for the support. But now let's go into this though. Let's go into that opportunity starting there. Shout out to Sammy Callahan giving you
Mhm.
that being that platform to start it all. How is that then of do you start getting the promoters reaching out like, hey, can you do this for us? Can you do this for this? How was that for you?
So when it first happened, obviously CZW was the first place to give me an opportunity, to have me around. And then as time went on, again, I wasn't working many places or anything like that. 2017. Then I started getting messages from other promoters, and they were like, "Hey, listen, I don't know if this is what you do. Like, what is it that you do at CZW? But maybe we could have it here." And then like Battle Club came around. Well, no, what funny thing was with Battle Club, that was the only promotion I'll say till this day that I actually hit up because
Gotcha.
they were the only place that in New York City. Well, first of all, in the Bronx, like in my head, I'm like, oh, we finally got great Bronx wrestling coming. No disrespect to the other promotions that have been in the area, but it's like, when you're booking my boys too, it's like some of the guys that I know who I'm fans of, like, okay, I'm gonna go check this out. And Battle Club was the first place I hit up. But then, other companies like, places that we worked in the past, Capital, which is now Catalyst, Evolve, which surprised me the most. Like all these places started hitting me up and they were like, yeah, why don't you come through, do your thing, blah, blah, blah. And that's what ended up happening. Like, yeah. I just started
Gotcha.
getting random messages and here we are now.
No, that's awesome. And again, seeing that, no pun intended, that evolution there, which again, it was just a little start of just something. Hey, this is what I do for fun because I love the business. I love watching it. Like you said, you were watching too much at one point. That it's like,
Way too
let's
much.
just clip it. Let's just start clipping, and then to see where it became, and then again, getting to work with you finally, getting to see where it was going. To then again, the bigger companies, Evolve, the MLWs,
Yeah.
all that to start reaching out. That was something to see. Hey, this is something. This is something, and now even companies that are on that a little bit over the indie stage are now seeing the value in what that can do and what social media can do. And now we see how much, again, social media almost is second nature with the business now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for you, how do you see that? How do you see that now that it has grown into its own thing, that everything is social media now? We're all on social media right now to do this. There was a time we would have to be on Google Play in order to do a podcast. Now we're on Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff, just over everything right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to believe, to see how things have gone from, like you said, we would have to be on a different platform. Now everything is on one click. I don't know. It's crazy because, like, obviously, social media and wrestling, yes, they go hand in hand now. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like, yes, it's a positive, and sometimes it's a negative. A lot of crazy shit goes on, especially if you go on Twitter. It's just, yeah, that's why.
No, I agree. I also I love social media, but I also hate it. And it's one of those where I've admittedly said this. If we weren't in wrestling, I
Oh, I'd be
probably
out.
wouldn't have it.
It's crazy because, like I said, I created my own job through social media, and as time time has gone, and then the older we get, the more I'm like, man, I want to delete all my socials already. But then I realized if I do that, I no longer work in pro wrestling. So
Yeah, it's like we're all not lucky to be Timothy Thatcher, who just gets to
oh,
be great and not have social media.
Timothy Thatcher with his flip phone, and he goes everywhere, man. I wish he aspired to be that, man.
That's all we want to be, is just to be able to do what we want to do in the business, not have to deal with all the other stuff. But it is what it is. But here we go. We got Big Baby in the building. What's going on, Dre? There you go. Look at that. Again, we definitely agreed there. Jocay is definitely the GOAT. There you go. There you go. All the love here for the hermano. We got all the. And here we go. We got Theo Mack in the building. Thank you, Theo. Much appreciated for that. Much appreciated, Theo. Much love. But again, seeing that and seeing what it became. So now let's talk about this, because it's insane to think. You just mentioned it. That first company you reached out to, being Battle Club. Let's talk about how that bond grew. Because we've had the boss man himself, we had Jocay in the building, we've had Money Morales, like I like to call him, because I'm still gonna call him that, from the shout out to the Fireborough days. We've had the family from Battle Club. So how did that bond grow into now what we see today? Because now it's become something where it's not just a almost co-worker, co-employee type thing. Now it's a whole just family there.
Family. It's crazy because, like, at the time when I reached out, the original owner was Carlos.
Yep.
And
shout out to Carlos, man.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw him not long ago, and dude's loving life, man. He has his family. It's great for him. He's one of the few people that was in wrestling and left wrestling and actually stayed off wrestling. So,
he's doing it. He's doing it good. He's doing it good.
He has life made, so I'm happy for him. But
awesome.
Yeah, I spoke with Carlos, and it was like I told him, like, listen, this is what I do at CZW. At the time, it was the only place I was working. I was like, You guys are literally in my backyard. You're like 20 minutes away from where I live. I would love to work with you guys, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. Well, started working with them. And it's like, as time went on, man, it was like, this was the only place in New York that actually accepted me and made me feel like, yo, this is home. And as time went on, it was just like, okay, you work with us, you work for us, blah, blah, blah. To now it's like, yo, we really value your opinion. We really want to know what you think or who's good or whatever. Like, it's surprising, man. So many places that I work in, this is the only place that actually is like, yo, who you think is good? Who you think would be fit here? And then just like, even like afterwards, like Joe would help me out a lot. Like when he wasn't even owner yet. He was just like doing commentary and stuff. He would help me out a lot when it came to like my bookings and stuff, because if I needed a ride to Jersey or if I needed a ride somewhere, he would be like, "Yo, I got you." And all of those car rides that we've had and all those moments like at shows, hanging out with everybody, it just became one thing where it's like the closer the bond, it's like at this point, you're not my coworkers, you're not just friends, you're legit my brothers now. And now we're around what, almost 7 years or so, or about to be 8, I think, with Battle Club, because they did 2016, so October 20,
Yeah.
like 7-ish years.
Yeah, 7-ish years now, yeah. Which
And
is insane though, because that is a lot of time, a lot of just growth and seeing
yeah,
again the change, going from Carlos to Joaquin, going from just a whole different outlook and seeing what the company has evolved into. Because it's not just a change, just because it's changing, it's evolved into something else and something we're getting to see. And from that now, it has created something else. It has evolved into now having the Fallout shelter
yes,
again to create that. So so how there we go.
yeah.
So how has it been though? Getting to now say you're also co-owner of a wrestling school. How has that been for you? And how was that process of just like again, this just started of I didn't even want to be in the business. I was just doing this out of fun to now you are able to help create the next crop of talent.
Yeah. Dude, it is the weirdest feeling to say I'm a owner of a school. It's the weirdest feeling. Because even when I tell people like that I respect so much in the business I knew for years, and they'll be like, "Wait, you own a what? You really?" Like it's unbelievable. But nah, man, it's one of the best feelings, man. Because honestly, like obviously when I started the whole gift thing, I was always focusing like future stars, like not like nowadays where everybody likes to gift the fucking top companies and all that shit. Like you see the guys who are already known.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
for me,
yeah.
I was always focused like on the guys that you don't know, the guys and girls that you don't know who are future talent. Like for me, when I did the first thing was Dojo Wars, right?
Yep.
So like obviously you see where a lot of those Dojo Wars men and women are now. They're on fucking WWE, AEW, Impact, etc. And now to be able to have a place that where we're basically doing the same thing now, shaping the future of the business and like giving opportunities to those that really fucking want to work for it, you know. Like you've seen the school, you've seen what we have producing coming out of the school, and it's like it's crazy feeling, but it's like it's a great feeling to know that you're showing an impact of someone's life like that, and they're doing things, just obviously the goal is to make the business better than where we left it, or than the way we found it. So
No, and it definitely has, and I'm proud to be able to see the growth in a lot of the students and seeing what they've become and where they're going.
yeah,
And hey, I've been proud to have a lot of them be their first interview on here. So
yeah,
it's been great to see and even see from those interviews to now where they're going. One of them in the chat right now. Shout out to Sammy Chaos,
yeah.
who has again grown immensely and has
I
become her own just own monster and own talent,
Yeah,
which
I
is
cannot be more proud of Sammy, man. She's definitely one of the few people that I see, not just at Fall Support in general in wrestling,
yeah, yeah.
especially in this area where everybody wants shit handed to them, unfortunately. And I know it's gonna suck that I say that, but it's the truth. I mean, a lot of the,
No,
every
you're not. You're not wrong. You're
you know,
not wrong. It's
a lot
it's
of people
it's
go on Facebook talk about I'm being slept on, nobody books me. Like, wow, there's a reason. But nah, she's one of the few people that I see day in day out in training, working her ass off, just trying to get better. She does the right things outside of training as well, going to shows, networking, fucking helping, doing the right things, and that's why she's where she is now, man. Like not long ago she won a title. I think it was in Connecticut. She's wrestling all throughout the Northeast, man. She's proving why she's gonna be a fucking star, man.
no,
And
definitely,
yeah, I'm,
definitely.
I'm definitely proud of her, man.
Oh, shout out to Sammy again. I saw her making her ways all the way to PPW this weekend. I believe she's at NYWC this coming up weekend. So imagine it's one of those where you get to see that growth, guys. Let's hold
Yeah.
on. Let's go from the humble beginnings of a picture like this. Get this right here to then how much it can grow to something like this.
Yeah.
To then the again it continues. It just continues to flourish. It continues to grow, and seeing what it's become and where it continues to be, it's
Mhm.
awesome. Because then again, you got the talent that are already making their waves. The Abraham Khans who's been making it their ways. The Scoto Ricans, shout out to them. Well, I
Yep.
get to work a lot more now with KJ Mack. Shout out to my fellow brother in Kane Industries.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
They no disrespect to Kane Industries, but there's also another tag partner that y'all gotta bring in. I mean,
I'm
KJ has a tag championship.
I'm trying. We spoke about this. We spoke about. I'm trying.
Shout
I'm
out
trying to
to
make the
Jocay.
paperwork work, but unfortunately, it was hard enough to get KJ back because unfortunately there
Yeah,
was a lot of issues, international issues. We're
yeah.
trying to get Dave in there as well. We love a tag team in Kane Industries. We just got cheated out of tag titles this weekend, so maybe we need the Scoto Ricans in there so we could get some more gold in the group.
Yeah, I'll say so.
But shout out to them. But no, again, seeing them, seeing the Jordy Lees, seeing talent again who getting their start there and then just flourishing into their own. So,
Oh,
why?
God.
We've had them on the show. Shout out to Federate in the building, Mr. Martinez, Rembrandt, John Davis, all that good.
Listen, I got
Wow.
nothing bad to say about Federer. They're one of my partners, man. But man, come on. I feel
What?
like
Wait, and Jordy? Why
I
does
feel like
Jordy got to get the?
it's a combo pack for him, I guess.
I guess. Damn. Oh, you gotta love it. But again, that just even them, even seeing what Federated has become now, again, a whole nother branch
Yeah.
at Battle Club, at the Fallout Shelter,
Hmm.
and just seeing that, I can imagine that just seeing that growth and seeing just what the school has become and what the company has now grown into. I can imagine that's a whole sense of pride there that just it can never be. There's not words you can say that can match what you're feeling about it.
100%, 100%.
So no, that's awesome. That's definitely awesome there. What did she do to you? How is she a damn menace?
Well, like respect to Mr. Martinez. Obviously, there's been a lot of hate towards both parties, Federated and Scoto Ricans. But that's a their problem. That's not a me problem. Listen, I'm the I'm the neutral one at Fallout. All right.
He's just Switzerland here, folks. He's just trying to. He wants everyone to win. That could happen. That
Yeah,
works.
which is very rare in wrestling. I think. I don't
Yeah, you never want to stay here. Again, this is what happens, folks. This is what you get. This is what you get. But let's keep it going here. Let's now talk about again seeing, even for yourself now. How has that been that transition? Because I see now more. It's the full length clips. It's now the videos. How has that been that transition of changing, even your approach to now media and the social media aspect?
like. What you mean?
So because now it's not now the gifts are a little less. Now it's more of
Oh,
the full clips.
well,
It's
that's
the
the thing.
full music videos. It's the highlight reels, which I like to see it because again, you got to keep changing with the times. So
Yeah.
how has that been for you, and what caused the? You know what? Let's switch it up and now keep it a little more. Let's keep it different instead of just the
It's all
trend. You know?
different. So
Yeah,
honestly, what basically changed the whole thing for me is just life, man.
yeah.
Because so like before, I used to work certain hours on my job, and then like around the last year or so, hours got changed up, and now I'm like full time there, and it's like, all right, I don't have time to be home or on a laptop or whatever, just doing all these gifts anymore. So now I'm just gonna focus on what's more important to me, and obviously it's like the weekends I got my bookings with the companies that I work for, which shout out to all of them. I would name them right now, but it's a long list. But like shout out to them for actually believing in me and everything. But it's also the fact that like my focus has gone strictly to Fallout now. Like everything that goes on now, it's just making sure Fallout is good, to making sure that everything is running well there. Helping out both Jocay and of course Mr. Martinez to make sure everything is smooth there. And it's just like that's my main focus now. So Fallout and of course my weekend stuff. But then even the highlight stuff, it's just like what I was like. I want to start doing different things. I don't want to just start posting, just post clips and whatnot. I need to do something else because I get bored with stuff, and it's one of those things where at Fallout I started doing more promo work with the guys, helping them film
Gotcha.
stuff and stuff. And it's like, all right, you know what? I want to really edit things and let's see what I can do, what I can start. And I think this all goes from also my time at MLW, because at MLW I was more so like, all right, you're doing social media now. You're gonna be working with these people and doing these things and helping them out with whatever they need. And it just got to the point where even at shows I was learning more of the backstage stuff and promo work and how to do all this stuff together. And even like, filming wise, like it's just everything that I learned from there. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start using it instead of just dedicating myself to one thing only. So yeah.
No, gotcha. And again, it's worked because it's definitely, you get to see now. People love seeing even the mashup of clips now, getting to see the full highlight of a night in
Yeah.
that one video. Now you get the, oh man, now I got to go to the next show because I don't want to miss this. I don't want to lose out on seeing all this craziness that happened.
Mhm.
And then again, you're still catching. Now it's in full clip. Now it's not just, oh, that looked cool as a GIF. Now it's like, oh, here we go. Now it's the full clip of it, and you get to see everything and get that just bird's eye view that right there. Because again, you're still doing the same style of just you're getting the best shot right there.
Yeah.
So now it's a little different, but again, it still works and still gives that reaction. Seeing from the last show we were at together, the Win show, seeing you catch PJ's dive, and he loved it.
Yeah.
So
it's funny because I saw the post. He's like, "Yo, who got the clipper?" I'm like, "Bro, I was there. Come on."
I was like, I feel like there's only one person to ask, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see, because I was like, I would assume he would have asked you already, but I guess not.
Nah, people don't ask me shit. Man. I don't get shit anymore, man.
I feel like that's the first person to ask, because if anyone from that especially that's there, especially that you were there, I feel like he would have caught this clip, but we'll see. And then, lo and behold, clip, perfect view.
Yeah.
I will say that was the best thing about the Elks that day. The lighting helped for clips like that.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the first time I saw that building with actual lights, and it looked dope. Like I've said this before. Going to the Elks Lodge was, it's definitely karma got me and bit me in the ass, because I talked so much shit about that building, how it sucked, how most of the companies were bad, whatever. But like, it was like, yo, this is the first time. Okay, the show is dope, and the lighting was dope and everything. It's like, okay. So it wasn't that much of a catastrophe as I would have thought. But nah, like, it was the first time at the Elks Lodge where I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like,
No, definitely.
But then again, working with the Maximos is dope too. So it's like, you're in for a night with them.
No, definitely so. And again,
shout out to them.
Definitely shout out to the Maximo. Shout out to the SAT to win. We'll be back in that building February 10th. It's gonna be another crazy night there, but I can't wait. And I'm glad though. Definitely when I saw, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Mano's gonna be there. I heard our other Mano's gonna be there. Isaac, shout out to Isaac. I was like, okay, this is starting to, the stars are aligning here. So we might have a good night at the Elks. It's still the Elks though, so it's like it's 50-50.
The only good thing about that building is the $3 beers inside the bar. That's it. That's it, man.
Which I didn't even get to drink that night because I was just like, I'm tired. Commentary took it out. I was like, nope, I'm not even gonna drink tonight. Next show, the first round's on me. First round's on me. Yeah, but here we go. We got Matt Awesome in the building. What's going on, Matt? We got my brother Jocay. Love you, bro. You're definitely the man who makes us all look great, and I highly and always will appreciate you. There you go.
I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, where's my coquito?
Yo, facts. It's that time of season, Matt. Where's the coquito bottle at? Yeah. We got Federate saying GIF 2.0. There you go. Now it's the video generation, man. That's it. we gotta. Oh, so now let's go into that, because I've been pronouncing a GIF. Is it? What does the GIF God say? Is it GIF? Is it GIF? What was the pronunciation?
Yeah, GIF is fucking peanut butter. It's always been GIF to me, bro.
There you go. I was like, it has to be GIF, but the amount of times I've heard people say GIF, and I'm just like,
everyone says that. Oh, the person who created it was GIF. I'm like, yeah, well, he was wrong. So
he was. It's GIF to everyone else. There you go. It is GIFs. It's not. I feel like so Federated probably calls it GIF. There you go.
All right, that's the last time I ever filmed anything Federated related.
There you go. Poor Rembrandt, poor Abraham, all those guys. That's it. Unless it's John Davis and O'Shea, though, then you might still want to film for them.
No, listen, I love John Davis. He's the only exception.
Shout out to them also. I just saw finally it was announced, which I had known for a little bit. Hatchet starting out. Their school is going to be starting out soon. So shout out to them and all that. But now let's keep it going here. Let's talk about just now for you and seeing just the trajectory of just a lot of the talent, like you said, that you were filming in the early days, now going to WWE, going to AEW, now are on TV. How has it been for you seeing now just a newer crop become now the stars of the indies and all that?
It's dope, man. It's dope to see that. Like, obviously, one of the biggest issues indie wise was when, like, was it during the pandemic? I think it was when they had the mass signing and everybody got signed.
Oh yeah,
And,
it was right. It was right in the midst of it that just everyone was getting picked up.
and then you see the indies like online. Everyone's like, "Yeah, the indies are dead. There's nobody there." And it's like, well, the indies are not dead. There's so much talent out there. It's like, what are you guys doing to produce talent? You know. But like now you start, like I said, you see the men and women that are coming up now. Like for example, obviously Fallout. We got the Scottaricas, we got Sammy Chaos, we got Gamble, we got. I mean, look at the fucking Golden Glovers recently, fucking winning titles in Maryland. You know, it's like
Congrats to them, man.
congrats to them. It's like there's so much talent out there, but if people are not producing them, that's on them. But like seeing how it is now, where it's like there's so much crop of talent coming up, and just obviously wanting opportunities, but you know, it's whatever. But it's great to see that, man. It's great to see how things are going now. The indies are definitely in a good place, and it's going to be even better soon. You know.
No, definitely. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see. And again, it's one of those where I kept hearing that, especially during the pandemic. Oh, the indies are dying. The indies are. I'm like, there's so much great talent out there. If you look around, just here alone, there's so much great talent.
Yeah.
Produced by the Fallout Shelter, being at Battle Club, seeing what the crop was, looking at then even just NYC as a whole, looking at even territories like Texas, seeing Florida, seeing all this. There's so much amazing talent. There's so much. Just shout out to Darius Lockhart and what he did with Alshay, getting to see a lot of the Carolinas now being used there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much more that people don't even get to see because, unfortunately, it isn't shared like that. You look at, oh, WWE's a thing, AEW's a thing, Impact's a thing. It's like, but there's so much more. You have to keep your eye out there.
Yeah.
And here we go. Shout out to, we got Dave Rivera in the building, the Scottaricans being represented. And of course, that immediately got Federated to respond. Oh God, the other Scotarican.
Shout out to that dirty bastard.
Oh man,
love you, Dave.
Look at that! Shout out to the Scott. Look at this. Federated, the tag title's looking nice on my display case. Oh, look at that! Shots already fired there. I have a great idea to port KJ to PR and Dave and Jordy to Scotland. But that makes sense though.
That's them going home. Don't you realize KJ's Puerto Rican?
Yeah, come on, man. We've said this. Like,
yeah, KJ's the Puerto Rican. Irish one. Like,
I guess Federated is just trying to get everyone to go home, but that's really nice of him though for Christmas, of course. Yeah, everyone wants to go home for Christmas. That makes sense.
Shit, who wouldn't want to go to Puerto Rico at this time of the year, man?
Like it's cold here, man. Puerto Rico is nice. That makes sense. But here we go. We got my brother Adam Kane in the building. ¿Qué pasa? What's going on, boss man? We brought up Kane Industries earlier. He gave us a solution though. He told us I gotta talk to you later, boss man, because Jocay got us he told us the solution, how we can make things better at a Kane Industries. there we go. Dave confirming there. I'm the one from Scotland. There you go. There you go. That's it. So let's keep it with that though. So now, especially for you, how is that feeling getting to see though a lot of the talent from those earlier gifts now being on the main stage? Shout out to the Wesleys are now in NXT getting to do his thing. The Swerves doing his thing in AEW. Seeing those guys who a lot of them were in those original. You see those gifts and a lot of that crop that was also around in those earlier CZW days, and now seeing them do their thing.
Bro, it's dope to see like where they come from to now where they are. Now, I ain't gonna front. There's a couple of them out there who, you know, they ghost me and they don't sell me now, but it's all good. It's all love. At the end of the day, I'm happy to see all of them killing it. But no, at the end of the day, it's great to see what's going on and how things are happening and just all the success that they're having, man. I'm happy for them.
There you go. No, that's awesome. That's awesome to see it again. All that growth, awesome. And there we go. Okay, Dave and Adam now are chatting in the comments. There you go. You guys handle business. We'll make it work. But all jokes aside, Federated loves Jocay. There you go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. You know what it is? He heard you threaten not to do anything for Federer. That's what it was. It was like, wait. We still need our video for Federer. He was like, let's not lose those services there.
You gotta see virtue.
Oh, you gotta love it. But again, enjoying this conversation here. We're going through all the good. We're going through all this. But I have to bring up something. I know I can imagine you knew where I was gonna also bring up in this conversation. And I see a bandera in the background. It's no secret. Both fellow Ecuas here. Gotta show that support. And we got to talk about this because there's the picture that is crazy because how much I've known you, how long I've known you. We were like, one day we finally got to take a picture with the bandera, especially with fellow Ecuas that were very close to us. And we take this picture here. And again, much love and rest in peace to our brother, Matty. And it's still to me, when I saw you at Win, I was like, it's still scary to me to think we take that picture and that's the last picture we take with him.
Yeah.
And just, again, it's I guess life does what it does at times. So for you, we see that, we talk about that picture there and just, speak away, hermano.
Dude, it's crazy because like we were talking about this for years, even before, because obviously at the time I was working, we were both working at Hog.
Yep.
And we were always like joking around, like, yo, we're gonna get a pic one day, Especially since at the time I didn't know Maddie was Ecuadorian. Like I didn't know. He never really brought that up in conversation or whatever. Nope. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, family, I think he was from Guayaquil or something. I was like, oh shit, cool. So I was like, one day we're gonna take that pic. And then it happened to be I believe it was High Intensity, I think it was that year.
Yep.
And luckily we had the flag because I remember you said you were gonna bring it one day. And
I at one point I just kept it in my bag because I remember there was like 4 shows that we were like, yo, let's take this pic because we're ready with us and Violet. And then either Maddie wasn't there or Violet wasn't there, or that one show I just forgot the flag. And I was like, I'm gonna keep it in my bag. And then there was one show that we're like, yo, let's get this pic. We told Maddie, and Maddie's like, oh, I'm Equa, right? I'm like, we know. That's why we want to take the pic. Because Maddie definitely never put it out there. It wasn't as known. But just being able to take that, we're like, just to show that pride and just show, again, having a moment like that. Because there's not many of us in the business.
Right.
So again, to take that picture, it was one thing. But what it became just afterward, it's still, it's insane, man.
It's crazy because like we took that photo and then obviously it was like a month after.
Yeah.
And then we got the news and I was like, bro, it was, I'll never forget it too. When I got that news about what happened, I was literally waking up that Saturday morning. And the night before I was at Impact, I was hanging out with Wesley because he was working with them at the time.
Yep.
And I was like in the greatest mood and everything. Then I get the news, the text, and the article, and I was like, no fucking way, man. And I fucking broke down, dude. And then every time I look back at that photo, it's like, man, I'm glad we got that pic. But it was like, fuck, man, this is literally the last time that we were all going to be together. And, it was, yeah.
It's eerie, man, because it's like it's insane to, like we said, this wasn't something that was just like that day. It was something we were trying for a while, and it finally, it all aligned, it all worked out, and then I would have never thought. Finally, we get the pick. This is the last pick we're gonna take with him.
Yeah,
like it was so. And again, I'm glad we did take it. I'm glad we have that just for the memory of it, and just. Again, to always show love, but rest in peace and love you, Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Maddie.
Hey, bro.
So now, again, that pride there, that Equa pride, we gotta love it. We gotta always love that support. And that's why I said this is the reason why episode 200 I had to have the hermano on, because this is something I feel like the instant how we started talking was because of that. When I found out you were Equa, I was like, now we have something to talk about too. Outside of just
there's more of us. Yeah.
It was like, okay, cool. There's more than one of us in this business, and now we can just bullshit.
Yeah.
Which we did for a while. I remember the first Capital show we both worked at. I remember we just sat at a staircase and we just bullshit for a while about Equa and about the business. And every time someone would pass by, they're like,
Fuck are you talking
"What?
about?
Like you guys are talking shit, are you?" I'm like, "No, we're just talking about Ecuador. Like we both like
Yeah,
want to hear. Like there's a part over here that's more country. There's this. It's like like
yeah.
this. But oh man, oh look at that. Shout out to Lucinio Burns, bro. Don't Merry Thanksgiving to you too, bro. Someone will grab your pocket. Not one of us, but someone will grab your pocket. Shout out to him and that whole crew.
I don't know about one of us. Maybe
Not,
not.
not one of us. Not one of us, but someone could grab his pocket. It won't be us. Um oh man. But no, it's definitely so let's talk about that though. That now the just let's the whole guy that entered the business in 20 mixed of 2015, 2016 to
Mhm.
now. That growth for you, how do you feel has just been just that mentality now? What do you think about just how from that to now, how has that been for you and just would you have expected to be where you are now?
Absolutely not. It's like I said, I didn't try to get in the business. It just happened.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you look back 10 years, if you asked me 10 years ago, what would I be? I'm like, if you told me, oh, I would have worked in the business and did like 10 plus states, worked in 2 countries, worked over 40 plus companies, own a school, work on TV, and all that stuff, I would have been like, you're full of shit. But it's crazy to think all of that happened, and it's like, I, it's like I said, this is the one thing that makes me happy nowadays. It's just being involved in business, being involved with the people like yourself and everyone else that we know. And it's one of those things where I can legit say, if I decided right now, be like, yo, I'm done, I would do it with a smile on my face because I really accomplished everything I wanted to do. The only thing, obviously, is just never worked a major company. But other than that, it's like, again, being able to say that I did this and that and, have the school and TV and all that stuff, it's a great feeling to know that someone like myself who wasn't supposed to be involved, who wasn't supposed to do anything involved, that wasn't wanted at first, and all of a sudden, here we are.
No. No, and it's awesome to see. And like I said, it's always every time I saw you at a show, I was like, okay, here we go. We got the hermano. It's gonna be a good time. And just seeing the reactions afterward and seeing truly getting to see now that become such a crucial part, just becoming a thing. It became this is why the phrase the gift God became a thing because it was like, you know what? Now it's needed. We need Hawkeye at the show. If there's a show and you don't see him around, or at least that's how you knew the show was going to be something, even if you weren't even there, but you were then gifting afterward. If
Yeah,
you were associated at all, it was known this was going to be something.
yeah,
Like it was great to see, and it's still great to see now. Just seeing where you've gone, where you've become, what you've become, and seeing just the continue love and support. It's always great, bro.
yeah. Appreciate that, man.
So no, definitely. Here we go. We got the captain. We got Anthony Gamble in the building. What's going on, bro?
Andy,
He's finally smiling. It takes a lot for Anthony Gamble to smile. He's smiling in the chat. So that's a good
listen.
sign.
The only time I see Gamble smiling is when he's hurting somebody. So he's been probably in training right now hurting somebody.
Mm.
So,
So maybe it's not a good thing.
oh, it's a good thing for us. I don't know about y'all.
Hey, there you go.
That's the reason why he's a cat, man. He's a killer.
Oh,
I love Gamby.
there you go. There we go. Definitely, Matt. Look at that. If it wasn't for this business, I would have never met my bro, and glad I did that. Definitely, man.
Yes, sir. We have those memories of NYC. Like,
Oh man.
let's not talk about that, but yeah.
Yep. That's one of those. Those are those moments when we're in a staircase. Then we can bullshit. But
That's what we
and
actually
then those
said.
are those learning moments. Like we said, that's what shows though the growth, and that's the love of just so many years in this and doing this. Is you're gonna have those ups, those downs, everything in between. But it's what gets us to today.
Yeah.
And this is why, like I said, I need to have the hermano on because we have lots of stories like that. A lot of them some of them we can't share on here.
There's a
But
lot of
of
ups
them,
and a lot of downs. But
definitely.
let's put it this way: the day I say I'm done with the business, I'm gonna hit you up and I'm like, "Yo, we're gonna do a fucking 5-hour shoot, and I'm gonna just shoot on everything." Like That's when everything airs out, man.
Oh man, that one. You know what? That one we'll do in person with some beers.
Oh hell yeah, yo,
That's
we're gonna be at the Fallout, and we're gonna do that in person, and it's gonna be a time, good old time.
that's it. We'll do that from in the ring. We'll just sit on the ring apron with some beers, and that's it. We will definitely talk more about that. The
Oh
10
my
minute
god,
kayfabe,
no,
man.
10
10-minute
minutes.
kayfabe.
That's fucking.
We'll need Rembrandt for that one just to be able to get the full impact of that. But shout out. Oh, look at that. We got Malcolm Murray. You know what? I don't really like this guy right now. He cost us those tag titles, like I was saying earlier. Yo, Malcolm Murray, get out my chat. We're not done with you yet. We'll see you. We'll see you in February. We'll see you in February. Or at least out Kane Industries will be seeing you in February. But there we go. We got the brother Brian Rivera in the chat. What's going on, bro? Look at that. I haven't seen him in a minute, man. Shout out to him.
Seen him too, man. But I know he's doing well, man.
No, awesome. So, Hermano, before we start wrapping this up, though, because again, you're a busy guy. I don't want to take up too much more of your time here. We gotta get you back, getting ready to create more and to keep doing the thing with the family at the Fallout. I have to ask you because I can imagine where the answer is going to be, but if I have to ask you what your end goal would be, what is that, brother?
My end goal? Damn, I don't even know, man. Honestly, don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I said, obviously the end. Like for me, it would be dope to be a part of a major company and doing stuff at that scale. But it's more so because at the end of the day, I want to take care of my family the way they've been taking care of me for so long.
Gotcha.
You already know life has not been the best for me. Obviously, I have two parents who are sick right now, and I want to make sure life is best for them. Before their time comes up, which God forbid. But nah, man. Right now, I think my end goal is just make the Fallout shelter the fucking as big as it can be. Fucking like. Obviously, I want our students to be everywhere. I want to see them traveling the world, being on TV and doing their thing. I want Fallout to be to a point where, you know what, we're going to open fucking Fallout Manta or Fallout PR or whatever, just like take over the shit,
There we go. No, that's definitely something we need to see. I know, and that's why I said I kind of knew. I think I know where your answer would be because I could definitely imagine as well. Even if, again, if you don't make it one day to get that major promotion, just getting to see your students shine and getting to see them make those opportunities and continue to make those opportunities because they definitely have been and killing it every time they do. And also with that last joke, we said, someone please book this man in the homeland. I know there's promotions out there. I've been making some connections to finally get a talent from there to come on the podcast. But someone book this man in Equa. Also, if you need commentary, I do offer Spanish commentary. Book us both.
It's a 2-for-1 deal, man. Come on.
We will both come. We'll bring some friends from over here, and we'll go.
I'll definitely bring friends from here, man. Whether it's Fallout students or even people that I know that can travel out there. Big names.
There you go. We'll bring you a nice just load of talent from NYC, and just book us in the homeland. That's all you need. And there we go. Shout out to my fam at the Knuckleheads. Thank you. Yes, this is episode 200. Like I said, we couldn't do it any bigger than having the Hermano on just so we can share this moment here. Again, episode 200. Got to have the big guest here. He's just like, nah, this ain't nothing. It's just...
I ain't nobody, man. Come on.
Oh, man. No, look at that. Just again, the comment showed it, just how much you are valued and how much you're loved in this business. And again, to me, it's like, this is what I do it for, to be able to have my friends on and just bullshit for a while. This is what we do. But again, we kind of, we PC'd it a bit because we don't want to say things we can't say on air.
If we were to go full Ecuadorian, I don't think we'd be able to go on air for sure.
No, we definitely wouldn't. If it wasn't for me, that painting would have... He's talking about this painting up here. Those flowers up there that 200 episodes in, it still makes no sense that that's my background. And I have so many cooler things that could just be in my background, but we're going to keep the painting for 200 more. It's all good. But no, Hermano, thank you again. Before I let you go, let's make sure we plug all these because if you haven't already, make sure you are following this guy on all of his social media. Follow him on Instagram right there, Jocay19. Follow him on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at Jocay19 right there. Follow the Fallout Shelter. Stay up to date with all things Fallout, as next year definitely going to be doing even bigger and better. Follow them on IG right there, the Fallout _101. Follow them on Twitter, X, again, whatever you want to call it, at the Fallout _101. The zero is a little different, so make sure you find the right page on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And also follow, again, the family there at Battle Club on IG right there, Battle Club Pro. Follow them on Twitter, X, again, whatever you want to call it, at Battle Club Pro right there. And then, Mano, thank you so much again for joining me here. To everyone watching, thank you guys for the continued support of 200 episodes. And we'll be back and even better in 2024. And as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.